You just delete that.
Oops. I like how we've also changed. You're the one wearing a polo, I'm the one wearing a t-shirt now.
Sorry. This thing working? I hope it's working. Anyways, if it's not working, we're going to have to redo it. But we're going to call it anyway, guys. Hey, how is it? Good afternoon to you guys. Weather Abe here with you, along with...
Tex Wex, what's up, everybody?
Man, what's cracking? Hey, we're here live streaming from Facebook. Not live, then, well, we apologize. But I'm pretty sure we are live. So, hey, good afternoon to you guys. How's life down in Florida right now? Well, that's a rhetorical question. I'm pretty sure you guys are all hunkered in, staying safe, and hopefully making sure nothing goes wrong to the extent that you're outside trying to do something stupid. So, hey guys, here we go. We're going to get right into it. Give you the latest advisory as of 2 o'clock. Brian, shoot it away.
All right, Hurricane Irma, latest advisories of 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Center is located 25.6 north, 81.8 west. Max winds are down to 120 miles per hour, so it's a Category 3 hurricane. Movement is now to the north at 12 miles per hour.
Yeah, so it has weakened a little bit, so it won't be a Category 4 when it makes landfall, because it's going to be making landfall probably within the next half hour. I would kind of guess it around the top of the hour, 3 o'clock, and get you a nice little radar image right now from Miami. You can see the eye wall right there. So it's going to make its progression about like this at this clip. If it doesn't hit this part right here, it's going to clip this side over here and just literally trek right over Naples. So yeah, our initial track was pretty much spot on. So go us!
Yeah.
All right, guys. So just be safe. If you guys have any questions or anything, let us know. Feel free to comment, contact us. We'll answer them as best as we can. I apologize for letting Ryan fly solo yesterday, but that was because I had to spend some time with my family, and I went golfing. And yeah, apparently my score was almost as bad as the wind speed. So maybe I should have probably stuck with my day job.
It's all right. I didn't crash or anything, so we're good.
It's all right. At least I'm not the one broadcasting from a closet.
Hey, this is the studio back at the apartment. Just moved back in today after Hurricane Harvey had us out for 2 weeks.
I understand. All right, guys. So let's get into the trek. So what's going to happen to this storm after it finally makes landfall and about the Naples area, tracks up westward on the west coast, or northward on the west coast of Florida. So Ryan, give them a little idea of what this track is about, similar to what we believe is going to happen.
Well, it's pretty much like what we were talking about yesterday. The only difference is instead of being a Category 4 at landfall, it's going to be a Category 3. I know that this shows a Category 4 at the initiation, but it has decreased down to a 120 mile an hour Category 3. So we do still have it moving up through Naples, up along the west coast of Florida, moving over the Gulf for a brief moment before making that second landfall up in the Big Bend area of Florida. And just like this shows, afterwards it's going to go through the panhandle of Florida, up into Georgia, across the Alabama border into extreme western Tennessee, and then up into the Ohio Valley where it's going to fizzle out and die.
So eventually what we're going to see is it's going to be a tropical storm, like he said, in Georgia. Atlanta, you're not out of the woods with high-speed winds. You're going to get some power outages in Atlanta. They actually, I saw earlier today that they had some Florida was going to be under the widespread area of power damages, and pretty much from Myrtle the whole way over to about Alabama, like a little arc moving up into Atlanta. It's going to have a little bit of not widespread, but scattered power outages. So keep that in mind when you're down there. Let's see what's going down in Key West. So let's take the radar and go south with it. See what Key West got slammed earlier with this eye. I don't know what the max amount of winds were. I think they were saying anywhere between 90 to 105 mile an hour were recorded at the airport.
Yeah, I think what I saw was 105.
So it's not it's borderline Cat 2, borderline Cat 3, give or take a couple miles an hour. There hasn't been any recorded gusts yet up in the upper hundreds as far as I know in Florida, but that could change very well once this big eye wall makes its land in this area right here. So once this finally gets on land, then you're going to start seeing the widespread power outages, especially in Naples area, Everglades City, and then Miami's getting kind of slammed right now. Fort Lauderdale, you're getting lots of rain as well.
Pretty much points north of the eye is just getting slammed with rain. You got that big band of convection that stretches pretty much from South Florida all the way up into South Carolina, I think is what it was.
Yep. Now we got some Tampa Bay. Let's go to Tampa Bay real quick. And Tampa, you're going to be getting some rain pretty well soon. It's going to be coming in to the extent of about, well, let's see, probably about the next, 6 to 12 hours, Ryan, you would think? Maybe a little bit later than that?
It's going to depend on whether or not this thing speeds up like it just did on the latest advisory. But probably, I would say at least like 5 or 6 hours, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, as I said, anything can happen in a live video, so I actually have to disappear for 1 second. So I will be right back. Ryan, take it over from them for a little bit, and I'll be right back in a couple minutes.
All right.
All right.
So can you bring back the...
Yeah, I'll bring that back to you before I leave. Let me get you the radar for Tampa. Right there. All right, Ryan. I'll be back, guys.
All right, so this is the Tampa radar that we've got here. And like what we were talking about, you're going to be seeing this relatively constant rain for the next several hours until this thing moves out of the area. This is something that's very common with landfalling tropical systems, a lot of rain. I can speak to that personally. I haven't been out here for Hurricane Harvey. You can get some pretty good rainfall accumulations. I think that they were talking between 10 and 15 inches on average. Places, some of them getting up to 25 inches. That's some pretty significant rain. That's about 2 feet of rain over the duration of this storm. You got a big, heavier pocket of rain moving through Seminole County, just north of Orlando there. That can happen in these bands. Sometimes you end up getting tornadoes, so always be aware of that. That's something that tends to happen with the landfalling tropical systems. And that's going to be due to the rotation of the system. It creates a vorticity in the atmosphere. So all it really needs is a thunderstorm in there to bring that rotation to the surface.
All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that, but here we go. Like Ryan was somewhat, I could hear it a little bit, but not a lot. So tornadoes are very important to keep in mind with hurricanes because the way this storm actually made landfall and also to where the relative motion of this storm is, you gotta remember something. The eye is actually located on the west coast of Florida. Where the tornadoes occur are also always going to be on the right side of the storm. So,
all right, I'm back.
Okay. Sorry about that. I think I froze Ryan by accident, minimizing the wrong window. Didn't mean to do that, guys. But all right. So, anyways, as I was saying, since the storm's falling on the west coast of Florida, the right quadrant, always in the direction of motion of the storm, is always going to be the most prone to have tornado warnings, as Ryan was probably alluding to and telling you. So there's a tornado watch actually for the entire peninsula of Florida.
Which makes sense.
Until about, I think it's like midnight, I think is what I saw, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I
think it was about midnight. So everybody's under a tornado watch. Pretty much Orlando, you're getting some heavy rain bands right now that just left your area. Melbourne, you're getting a little bit of a break right now. You actually had a tornado warning.
I was going to say, I just saw those pop up.
You had a tornado warning a couple hours ago. Let's take the radar over to Melbourne and see what's going on. So, as you can see, let me get this loaded here. Give me a second. Maybe.
And it's just being stubborn. It's got to think.
Yeah, it doesn't want to.
They could be having some issues due to the weather in the area.
Well, there's that, and you also got to remember too, their radar could be down. So let's just go back to Tampa for now and call it good. That's why they have multiple. Oh, here it comes. Come on there. Oh, never mind. We can just see it from here. Actually, we'll just leave it right there. As you can see, they had some pretty powerful bands come through earlier. There's this one right now that's up in the Cocoa Beach area, actually.
And like what I was talking about with the heavy rains, it kind of looks like this band is just sort of sitting in that same area, not really moving a whole lot. So probably getting some good rainfall accumulations there.
That is correct. Well said. So we expect it